Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm save first. I'm going to save file 7 just because this is like... I like to have a save at the very beginning of the game because I ever want to start the game over from that same seed or whatever. Like, for example, I have Moria now, so if I wanted to, I could always start the game over with having Moria in tow. Alright, so this is the stocks lookout. I can't actually do anything. If I were able to, you'd see buttons here. So let's go over to Sheltered Burrow, and I can enter the location. There is no map here, but there would be a map if available here normally. There'd be information about the area, and a description that's always present. This is a sheltered burrow in the face of the cliff. Alright, this is pretty much just a kind of a break between cutscenes. This is going to be so fast. Watch. I don't think there's anything here, though. I dropped a sandwich when I grabbed the meat. He always drops meat. So if this map were to respawn, I could come back here and eat the meat, or get the meat again. Also, you can use console commands. This is an instruction given by the game author. I can type forget map, and then the name of the map in its entirety. So if it's the March Marina, I would type the March Marina with spaces. And then the wolf would respawn. You build a fire in the burrow and warm your bones for the first time in days, but it is a small comfort. Though you have managed to escape the prison proper, Lukat is an island. The only true escape would be by boat, and even if you do manage to secure passage, the still painful brand upon your neck marks you as an indecent forever. You will never be able to return home. The reality of this is a bitter draught to swallow. Still, you are exhausted and sleep comes quickly. In the morning, your companion is watching over you when you awaken. I was thinking that we should try to put some more distance between ourselves and the stocks, she says. Maybe if we stick to the coast, we'll even find a fishing village or someplace with boats. Someplace we can get a ride out of here. You share your musings on being unable to return home, and Moria nods in agreement. You're right, of course, but that doesn't mean there's nowhere to go. The orc nation, Sarath, lies to east of Crest a few leagues. They've little love for the customs of Crest, and I have heard of branded criminals finding refuge there. Even human ones. Perhaps it's worth considering. In any case, it's just an idea. For now, we have to make sure that we don't get caught. I think we can both agree on that. You pack up what meager belongings you have and set out. So that was an extremely short map. That's just basically to give me a cutscene about sitting in a cave and deciding what to do now. The Pious Pit. An opening in the cliff face leads to a twisting tunnel, away through the mountains, perhaps. By the way, the cave I was just in is twinkling because I've secured that area. It will get unsecured after a while. Hold on, let me actually read that for you. This signboard has a layout for the tunnel scrawled on it. Oh, okay, well. Basically, it just says there's a map in the top right, and don't expect too much help from the game. Unfortunately, I cannot capitalize on him fumbling. There's no flanking bonus or anything, I just felt like putting her. But it's not the best spot because she won't get any healing from my defense. Since he fumbled, I knew he was going to die to her next hit. As you can see, this is what I mean by I don't have to switch characters. If Moria was my main character, every time I was going to explore somewhere new, I'd probably want to switch to my defense guy and then walk forward. Since my defense guy is my party leader, you know, I can just leave him like this. I was wondering if I should just heal at first, but it's not that big a deal. Yeah, I don't think impassioned is what I was hoping it was. Maybe it'll pay off later. On the bright side, with all the standby, if I can reach max, which is unlikely given I have to keep rolling. But if I reach max, I'll get another XP bonus. Alright, this is my first level up. So you get only 1 point, so that's a far cry from the 10 you spend in the beginning of the game. So yeah, she's got 2 in Guile, 10 in Force, 11 in Attack. So she's purely Attack, which is great. And she's Chaotic, which means all of this will count towards her Manpower, her second highest skill. So I want her to have at least, I want her to have at least 2 skills that are very high. In this case, we'll just do Hunt. And this will also have the side effect of increasing her dodge just a little bit. Your physical attacks increase your target's risk. Okay. At 120, you get the next skill, as you can see here. A pathway winding through seaside caves, tidal pools, difficult footing, and a salty chill make this area uninviting. Whoops. It looks... oh, sorry. There's debris here, and I move it without hurting myself. Yay. I know there's a bag there. I'll come back for that in a second. So I can attempt to negotiate with him and have him join my party. I don't really know if I really want to, but I don't even know if I can. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. Gah, you too strong! Hold on, let me try it. Gah, you too strong! So I can attempt to negotiate with them. So I guess let's try. Will Moria negotiate for ransom or try to recruit the enemy? Moria is not a particularly skilled negotiator. So I think I don't know for sure. I haven't seen anybody do this yet, but I think recruit might be labor and ransom might be thwart. I have no idea. Maybe not. Maybe it's all both thwart. I don't know. Let's try recruiting. You strong, I follow. Wow, that's actually. Okay, I don't actually know if XP is divvied up in the game or not. Like, what I mean is, I don't know if I'll get less XP during this. I don't think it's less. I don't think it matters. I'm going to actually go back real fast and open up that satchel now that I have some inventory space. That was actually, I did not really expect to get him at all. Alright, let's see what we got here. Let's take a look at the stats. First, let's bring him over. We can see that he's probably got like a 5, 4, and 7 across here. So he's not too bad of a laborer. He's a neutral, so his highest is going to be 7 square. So he's worth 49 manpower. He's got 10 in guile and 5 in force. That's what it is. So he's primarily a fighting and guile person, which is good. So he's basically another Moria. He's got elements. He can dodge. Not very many hit points. He has increased critical chances and damage. So yeah. He's basically a doobie monster. What do you expect? Now over here is something we're gonna get back to in a minute, but first I need to keep going this direction. The tapping you hear is me tapping C. That little click, click, click. And so he's faster due to his thwart, so he'll actually move before anybody else. So I can make him hug Brand and get some healing on. So this right here, I'll be back for that state. We gotta go this way. Well, actually we don't have to go this way, but we might as well. So I just picked up a mana battery. That guy will always drop it, even if the map resets. And I guess you can keep selling it if you want. So, over here, I guess he doesn't talk. I thought he would talk, maybe not. Let's try putting down a jewel and see if he says anything. There's a person behind this door. Maybe they don't talk, or maybe I just missed the opportunity by getting the mana battery. So I put the jewel on this podium. That's a thing that will happen regularly throughout the game, is putting things on top of other things. The small green jewel fits neatly into the top of the pedestal and immediately bursts into intense flames. The cell door should now be unlocked. Oh, thank God. There used to be a few of us, but they dragged the others off to who knows where. I'm the last one alive. I am alive, right? You're going to let me go, aren't you? And that's why I brought Liero in. Kill him! Kill him! No. Bato's abilities are heavily focused towards his utility sets. This makes him a poor combatant, but an excellent worker. As you recruit more people, don't forget to keep at least a few focused on utility skills. They'll come in handy later. Now, if you choose not to make your character a guard like mine, Bato would be an excellent guard because he has the robust trait. Thanks so much. I ain't got much to offer, but I'd at least like to shake your hand. Me and a few others ended up stuck in the cliffs from the boat. They pushed us in, went off course. Sahagwin rounded us up and put us in this cell. The others were all dragged off, drowned and diced up for fish food, no doubt. There's a lot of ways to die, and almost any of them are better than that. Really? I mean, I'm in your debt for sure, and it ain't like I got anywhere else to be. I ain't much of a fighter, but I'll help you out however I can. Keep in mind that if you don't recruit people when you meet them, unique characters, they won't be there when you get back. Generic characters / from your template will be there when you get back. But Bato, I think if I left him, he wouldn't be here. Well, this day's looking up. I'll be right behind you. Need me to carry a torch or anything? You can either have your new party recruit wait in entrance or join your party immediately. Join now. Did we actually read the sign? I don't know if I read the sign. Oh yeah, it talked about Bato being a utility character. So as you can see, he has 121 labor. Because he's lawful, that uses his highest utility skill, which is labor. However, he produces more labor than that because he has the second skill point. Let me explain. His second skill point in labor, the labor tree, is stamina. He doubles his manpower contribution, which you're going to see in the next area, what manpower does. He makes a great defender because labor adds hit points, a labor skill later on adds hit points, and robust adds hit points. Robust is actually a very good skill. What that means is guard, instead of adding 4 hit points, adds like 6 per time you put something in there. Everything else, like fight, every time you put a skill point in fight, you would get 3 hit points. For robust, you get 4. So if you make him go guard, he will be an incredibly powerful defending unit if you choose not to create a character like Brand. There's also some Sasquatch later up ahead that you can do the same thing with. Oops, hold on. If you look at the map, you can see that I missed an area. Okay, so I cannot attempt this. But we know someone who can, don't we? Alright, so this is what this is like. Best of 3, fine. I don't actually know what these gems mean, but basically it doesn't matter because there's no real pattern as far as I'm aware. You just click until the game is happy with you. So my best result is a blue icon, which got me extra XP or something. This is a lucky ring, so I'll put that on me, and actually I should probably just really put it on Moira, because she's the attacker. So what Lucky does is it allows you to re-roll automatically or passively or behind the scenes. I think that's what I read. Wow, Liara's like higher level than everyone. Okay, so Bran leveled up. Oops, I was about to put in Blast for some reason. She now has Dangerous, increasing my chances of landing a critical hit and the damage it deals. Alright, so this guy, I don't know if I should make him a second guard like the main character, or just keep pumping his labor. I guess, I don't know. Let's keep pumping his labor, I suppose. I don't know if this is the right decision. Like, I'm gonna have so many other people with labor, but I don't know if they'll ever level up, so I'll never access these higher labor pips. Let's just go labor for now, I suppose. I don't know. It's too bad I can't just save these points. Like, if I refund this and have my 2 points, I cannot continue. I can't save them. So I need to figure out what I want to do now. I kind of want to make him a guard, but I already have a guard. Doesn't hurt to have a backup guard, though. If I had a backup, though, I'd prefer it to be Marina, because she can also defend and heal everybody doing it. Alright, let's do labor for now. So, this is the party menu. I'm gonna put Bato in third spot. Not that it really matters. And I have no stronghold. That will fix us very shortly. Let's go and save, actually, and we're gonna save this in the 6th slot, because this is kind of an interesting situation. I get a random NPC in the first No, third battle map. Let me go ahead and restart the camera recording, though. Just make sure everything's recording well, and, just in case. I don't know where I'm going to make these cutoff points. So, for example, that may have been the beginning and end of a new episode right there. The March Marina, a small and disused Marina. It's a decent enough shelter, but it clearly hasn't been used in a long, long time. Alright, so this will be pretty simple. Kill all things! I know there's one here and one there. I don't know if there's any others. Wow. Alright, well, I'm done with this map. I have now secured this area, which means I can now turn this into a stronghold. Once you have secured the Marina, you scour the place, looking for anything that might prove useful. There are obvious signs that it has been used as a shelter at some point, but aside from the few Sahagwin who followed you, nobody else has been here in a very long time. All of the crates still dry enough to be functional are empty, and some have been pulled apart and used as firewood. Worst of all, there are no signs of a boat of any sort, much less one that would be suitable for a long journey at sea. I paused when I read this part because I was thinking like, wow, did Captain Gerber, I want to say Gerbil, did Captain Gerber really make a script for if I had an ally at this point, a random NPC? But no, he meant the people I just attacked. You do, however, find a folded scrap of paper that has somehow survived the moisture and the passage of time. It appears to be some kind of shipping manifest, and although the items listed are unremarkable, there is mention of a much larger port with a shipyard on the eastern side of the island in Greenback Bay. Bato scratches his head at the mention of the name. That's over towards Sathras, isn't it? It seems unlikely that there'd be Imperial soldiers there. Worth a shot, right? I can't remember what anybody's voices are. In the morning, Bato pulls you aside. Got a sec? He asks. We've got quite a long journey ahead of us, right? I sure want to be off this damned island, but we should probably take it slow, make sure we're well fed and sheltered, yeah? I ain't much of a warrior, but I know a thing or two about holding down a fort. We can hold up just about anywhere as long as we've got enough hands to manage supplies and defense. This place, for instance, it ain't great, but it's a decent enough shelter, and we can always relocate if we find something better. You just say the word and I'll make the preparations.